By May 2026, the distinction between the human spirit and synthetic output has blurred into a meaningless fog of nihilism. If you believe your voice is no longer important in an age of automated content, you're not alone. Radical hope is no longer simply a word. It is the sole instrument we have left to stop the algorithmic chain reaction. Welcome to Cartoon Artwork. I'm Arty. Now tell me, does radical hope against synthetic content make a human-led future look like pure blind optimism? Huh? What? Isn't the old world already slipping away? AI-generated text, graphics, audio, and video has progressed and grown so widespread that it now dominates platforms, social feeds, and professional industries. The consequence is a race to the middle, with producers, advertisers, and platforms prioritizing content that is consistent with predicted engagement matrix over authentic expression. Why though? Is it because visibility algorithms are trained using engagement data, which makes synthetic content succeed at controlling those platforms? If you guessed correctly, congratulations! You won a cup of nihilism! It is forever empty. Aww. There are a few ingredients that generate this feedback loop of mid-tier content, and it starts with the illusion of choice. The distinctions between a viral tweet, a hot TikTok, and a created artistic image are superficial at best. The feedback loop assures that what works well today is repeated, improved, and, regurgitated tomorrow. And this kills intent, whether artistic, emotional, or even intellectual. Optimization has replaced intentionality. A human artist may make a piece to express a certain feeling or idea, but synthetic media creates material to optimize dwell time, shares, or ad money. The content's original purpose and meaning becomes irrelevant compared to its performance. Genuine human experiences, struggle, joy, and creativity are overshadowed by algorithmically manufactured replicas. That is not an easy phrase to say. This not only makes it more difficult to discover meaning, but it also makes meaning feel irrelevant. I mean, how many times have you heard someone in the comment section rant about how AI is here to stay and so you should adapt or be left behind? This may be written to feel like a choice, but unfortunately, as it stands, if you don't give the human experience a chance, you aren't giving it a choice either. It's giving nihilism, digital nihilism. When synthetic media becomes indistinguishable from human-made content, the psychological impact is profound. We lose the ability to trust our own perceptions and judgments. Everything can be fabricated. Emotions, art, even the news. How can we believe anything? This is more than simply disinformation. It is about the loss of common reality. When the visuals of a battle zone is AI generated, or when a sincere message about loss is synthetic, the foundation of empathy and connection erodes, which leads to emotional exhaustion. We grow numb to stimuli because, we understand that we are all part of an algorithmic game. This is the core of digital nihilism, the belief that nothing exists, so nothing matters. But does that mean we stop existing too? Humans require authenticity as it is linked to our sense of ourselves and others. When authenticity is commodified and duplicated, we're left to doubt our own experiences. For example, did the music move me, or was I manipulated to feel like it moved me? Was I laughing at that joke because it was funny, or because the algorithm expected me to? Am I truly happy? Or am I just addicted to doom scrolling? The illusion of engagement. Doom scrolling, which is the constant consumption of unpleasant, sensational, or algorithmically amplified material, feels like participation. Or at least it feels like you're participating with the thumbs. But it's a hollow ritual, a means to numb ourselves while pretending we're accomplishing anything. And since every For You page is carefully crafted to individual interests, what was once known as monoculture has come to an end. In culture and society, monoculture refers to a dominating homogeneous culture or worldview that limits a variety of thought, expression, and identity. In media and information, it can refer to a single dominant narrative or style that drowns out other voices. This could be a social or political ideology, a cultural identity, and even a viewpoint. For example, are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? Monoculture's demise is a watershed moment in the evolution of communities, cultures, and ecosystems in the face of increasing complexity and diversity. Wait a minute, is that why we have mixed feelings about live-action films now?
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn...
But if the algorithm is the enemy, turning it off completely must be the answer. Well, here's the thing. On the surface, complete isolation from technology appears to be the ultimate form of resistance. But this, too, is a trap. Think about it. The complete withdrawal implies that stepping out is even possible in a society where technology is built into every system: work, healthcare, banking, and social networks. To withdraw means to become old-fashioned, to become cut off from the tools that define modern life. It's not an escape. It is instead a self-made jail. There is a compelling narrative surrounding digital detoxes and going off-grid, basically touching grass. However, this romanticism misses the truth. Technology is not inherently the problem. The issue is the way it is designed to exploit us. Withdrawal does not fix the system. It only leaves you helpless inside and outside of it. But that doesn't mean you should be surrendering to the machine, unless it's Florence and the Machine. Why bother establishing an artistic voice when artificial intelligence can reproduce it in seconds? This is the feedback loop's natural outcome. If the machine can do it better, quicker, and more efficiently, the only legitimate act is to accept defeat and keep on scrolling for hours on end. However, surrender does not empower us. Rather, it makes us complicit. Doom scrolling and withdrawing both result in paralysis, the inability to act, produce, or resist. The algorithm dreams of paralyzing you. It flourishes in situations that sap energy, restrict innovation, and leaves users too fatigued to oppose its supremacy. How many of you are watching this video in bed when you're trying to sleep? That's right, I'm in your walls. And I'm here to tell you that there is hope, radical hope. In an era dominated by synthetic media saturation, algorithmic void, and digital nihilism, radical hope emerges as a crucial grounded response. Not as blind optimism or toxic positivity, but as a purposeful, brave decision to create and to continue to create in the face of enormous odds. Radical hope is a conscious choice that acknowledges the scale of automated production, that every single creative effort will be overlooked or drowned out. It is a dedication to meaning. It resists giving in to hopelessness or paralysis in favor of working hard to create something valuable, even if the results are not immediately noticeable. It's an act of rebellion. By creating and producing, people express their humanity and agency in the face of algorithmic and synthetic reproduction. I will preface, this approach does not promise easy victory or widespread recognition, but it does provide a sustainable path forward, a blueprint for surviving and thriving in a world where meaning is constantly up for debate, where authenticity is risky and the future is unclear. It is the structure that supports human agency in the face of algorithmic catastrophe. It encourages us not to survive, but also to develop, dream, and create significance that will last beyond the background noise. As a cinephile, the return of films like Superman 2025 and Project Hail Mary 2026 has made me believe in the future of cinema. Every year on my birthday, I go watch a film in the theaters by myself. Ew, what a loner. And it's usually a horror film. But last year, I went and saw Superman. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like a kid again. This year, when I heard Ryan Gosling state in an interview that it's not your job to keep theaters open, it's our job to make things that make it worth you coming out, that was when I knew my radical hope for the future was still valid. The return of practical effects and puppetry only heightened my interest in seeing it. It also made me realize how rarely we see this kind of passion in interviews. Nowadays, it's just cheap marketing tactics. Seeing someone genuinely talk so passionately about a project made me passionate enough to go see it. We've forgotten how sacred escapism is to a human being, especially since it continues to be commodified. We don't need to be overly critical about all the things we see. Sometimes, we just need to be able to step out of our own world and into another one, even if it is for a few seconds or a few hours. 2026 is arguably the best year to have ever happened to artists, which is crazy to say out loud given the state of the world. But I truly believe that if you don't give up on yourself, whether that is as an artist or not, if you can survive this, then you can survive anything. And I'm not just saying that to lift your spirits. I genuinely mean it. We have all hit rock bottom, financially, creatively, physically, and mentally. The world, mainly our screens, keep telling us to numb ourselves just so we don't burn out emotionally. And as an artist, I can tell you, That's not gonna work. Whenever there has been an economic downturn and unending violence erupting because of political corruption, art has always been the one outlet we have turned to. Just because you keep getting rejected doesn't mean you should stop trying. Rejection is just redirection. Keep looking around. Open your ears to new music. Read the books. Consume the art that's around you, not just the media at your fingertips. Because when the world makes you overthink about everything, art will become the beacon that shows you that you're not alone. It is the one thing that connects us all because art is the universal language of us. No machine can replicate that. Be kinder to yourself. Give yourself permission to fail. You can't learn from your mistakes if you don't make any. And remember, perfection isn't a standard. It's the ability to know when you're good enough. Stop hiding in your ideas. Start showing yourself in them. There's someone out there waiting to see that they are not alone. Whew! Sorry, that was a bit emotional. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and share this video to everyone needing just a little bit of hope for the future. And hit that bell icon for future notifications. Feel free to hype up this video and comment down below. And please subscribe. As always, good luck with your art.